in very large part by West African immigrant community.
Absolutely.
Right. Strong focus on business, but also, I mean, it's a section that is quite international and not just African or Haitian or Caribbean. It is quite multinational out there and growing. And that 48th, 49th, 50th, coming up from where around 43rd or 44th, where Baltimore splits into I think that's Springfield. That whole section on up through about 51st, and then we were
52nd.
52nd with the used to be a church, and it's now going to be the food.
The co-op program.
$4 operation. Yeah.
No, this was the co-op over on Baltimore Avenue. The Culinary Center is another project over there.
Oh, okay, yeah, right.
Market East,
Okay. Put the slide over. Okay.
great challenge.
Market East is one of those crazy places that should be fantastic and is not, through a whole assortment of reasons. I think the big point about Market East is that it's a different set of initiatives that are needed from the public sector. We did a plan. The plan is exactly right about what the pieces are, which we said, look, they're all there. There's Chinatown over here, Reading Terminal Market, one of the second largest transit node in the United States, Jefferson University Hospital. It's all there, but it's all 400 feet away.
Yeah,
On either
it's all around it.
Yeah, it's like around it, it's not there. And we just said, we need to sort of pull those things up to Market Street and give them presence. So, something, and of course, at one end you have Independence and several million visitors. At the other end you have a convention center and a very sort of healthy convention tourist sort of business. And in between, we've got behavior problems, we've got bad stores, we've got buildings that aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing. And we're only talking about 5-6 blocks. It's kind of crazy.
It is, it's just one of the most challenging. It's an exciting challenge to have to deal with. It is, and there's no reason that this should continue to exist in this sad form. Between 11th and 6th or 7th should be one of the most exciting and dynamic areas of the city of Philadelphia. Hotels, convention center, the market, other activity down through, I guess, the 1101 or ARA building. And after that, both sides of that street are a complete mess. One is, this, grand testament to, how high and how much cement can you pour. To have, blank walls that are just completely intimidating, and the other side of the street is, it's just, I don't know, some conglomeration of whatever. So,
Hole in the ground.
Again, this would be the time, given the plans, given the Philly Rising over there, given what we're trying to do with Market East. Someone was looking for a place to invest from a commercial standpoint. I couldn't think of a better place to be looking, but we're going to have to be very strong, very focused, very strategic in how we turn that around and truly make a quick connection between the east side of City Hall down through 12th or 11th Street, and then make that next jump to, it's the most historic square mile in the United States of America. The challenge is, getting from 12th Street to 6th Street. We need to just be very clear, very focused, and very aggressive about how we do that and spectacularly transform that area. It does start with the gallery on the north side of the street, but the south side is no bargain either.
Well, this is the wet wood analogy. We've got a big pile of wet wood. We just got to get it to catch fire. And whether it's here or here. So the gallery is certainly a big deal. And as you know, the thing that has been problematic, there's been many things that are problematic, but the one that we've been working on very hard is to get the ownership arrangements straightened
I
out.
understand.
And that we're about to have success on that one. That's the access to private capital. I think we're going to see something happen there. I think there's another site along Market Street where something's about to pop. I should have a meeting about it tomorrow. Any one of those things happens will induce the other one to happen, and will, I think the gallery in many ways was the long-term cause of the demise of the south side of the street. Its improvement is going to be the long-term cause of the improvement of the other side of the street.
Well, let's hit some new work.
Drywood.
Driveway. I'm not going to read this, other than to just go right to the bottom here about the great sort of opportunity in front of us is, this is again, I sometimes think, I've lived here for 37 years now, and have always been kind of amazed at how we don't appreciate the assets that exist here, or sort of understand completely what this city is, what it can be. It's a city of tremendous assets, yeah, particularly on the side of poverty. There's some significant liabilities and challenges, but huge assets that we don't have a good enough story around.
Well, I think that as we move forward, and what I want to give is, I think we're about to kind of wrap up. My main focus and the main takeaway, I think, today is that we need to put ourselves in a position where we, over the course of the next few years, do what we do, and then I want to stop talking about what we can be, and put us in a position where we can talk about what we are.
Right. This is what we're doing right
Cannot
now.
live on potential forever. Your career, a lot of folks come into whatever league they come into and talk about so-and-so has a lot of potential. If you hang around for about, 10, 15 years, the potential is over, and your career is over. You cannot live on potential. You either did it or you didn't. And I think all the elements are here, and we have to put ourselves in a position where people are talking about what actually happened, not talking about what we've been talking about might happen.
Some of those
And
things will
that's really
happen
the
this
difference.
month. Some of those things will happen this month, right?
We'll see some of them this month. And I think the other piece of it is also stop talking about what happened, but the legacy. The legacy is great, city of history, fabulous thing, city of first, but let's talk about city of right now.
Yeah. And the future. So, I know we had a couple data requests, which I'm sure we didn't catch it. Anything else?
Questions for you?
Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you.